Matt McLaren reduced the judges to tears when he stepped onto the stage and performed last season on Australia's Got Talent. He made it all the way to the grand final with his beautiful song. Beautiful. With him every step of the way was Stanford, his guide dog. Matt's been blind since the age of 2, and Stanford has allowed Matt to maintain an independent, busy life and a successful music career. Today is International Guide Dog Day. So right now we're joined by Matt and Stanford and this little puppy called Valiant, who I've got on a lead over here. So cute. Matt, hello.
Hey guys, how you going?
It's good to have you in. So
Thank you.
Blind since 2. What do you remember as far as shapes and things? Do you know what a dog actually looks like? Do you
know what it sounds like, apparently? I don't remember anything in particular. Like, the way I picture a dog or a car or anything is how I would feel it, I guess, how I'd perceive it. So that's sort of how I picture things.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember having sight?
No, it's too young.
So with Stanford here, how old were you when Stanford came into your life?
I was 19. I think it was 2007 I got him. And I was doing a lot of travelling for work and, you know, with gigging around the place and all that sort of thing. And I needed that level of independence that a guide dog can give. So that was, it was an obvious sort of decision to make.
So what sort of independence does Stanford allow you? What can you do with Stanford that you couldn't do before? What does he do for you?
I guess just having the independence and the confidence to go to new places that I've never been. Is a massive thing. Like, you know, going to new venues all the time, or, you know, travelling and public transport, things like places I've never been before. He takes the initiative in. Excuse me.
That's Valiant, by the way. Stanford's sitting very well behaved on your side.
Stanford's the old dog,
yeah,
and we've separated them, so he's on the other side of the room, and he's just sort of sitting there, and he's going, "Oh, come on, kid, get your act together." And Valiant. So Valiant will be like Stanford.
Yeah.
So how long does it take to make Valiant into Stanford, as far as ready to train, to assist someone?
They're raised with a family for between 12 and 14 months, and then they go into intense training for, I believe it's 5 months or 6 months, and that's where they learn all the tricks of the trade and, you know, learn how to navigate obstacles and all the commands that I would use with Stanford, for example. And then after that, they're placed with a client, or like myself, and we have them for the rest of their life. So they'll work till Stanford's almost 10 now, and he'll work for another 12 months or so, hopefully. And then he'll have to retire and go on the pension.
Oh, and how will you feel having to get a new dog?
It's going to be horrible because... and you hear about it a lot, the second dog sort of syndrome thing, where he's got very big paw prints to fill because he does such a good job now, and I have to get used to another dog,
right,
you know, not doing that.
Yeah.
When you're walking down the street, people obviously, when they see a dog, their natural reaction is to come up and pat it. But that's not a good thing to do, is it, when it comes to an assistance dog?
Absolutely. And look, I do understand that, like, he is a cute dog, and they're Labradors, they're all cute, aren't they? And they put the big googly eyes on you, and you want to pat them, but you have to resist the temptation because, you know, they are working dogs, and if someone comes up and pats them, they don't see the consequences of what they're doing, because that distraction can manifest for the rest of the day or longer. You know, if he's not on task after someone pats him, he won't be thinking about his job for hours after, and that can be pretty dangerous.
So they can't be trained to ignore other people, can they? If someone comes up to them.
They're still dogs at the end of the day.
Yeah. And that's
robots.
the message, isn't it, Matt? Respect my uniform is what we're being told to think of when we see an assistance dog.
Any dog in harness, that's the uniform, and that has to be such a clear distinction that signifies when the harness is on and when the harness is off.
Yep.
When the harness is on, he has to focus on his job. You know?
This is the same as Amanda. When the harness is on,
exactly right.
You've got to focus on the job.
But I heard someone on our news saying that a bit earlier. It'd be like putting a blindfold on a cab driver.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Well, I was in a cab on the weekend, and I'm pretty sure he had a blindfold.
That was me driving.
Well, Matt, it's great to see you, and thank you for coming in. Thank you for bringing Stanford, and what's this guy's
Valiant.
Prince
Valiant is so cute.
Look at that, he really likes you.
I've been feeding Valiant little treats, that's why.
Are you supposed to do that?
No, that's right, I know. He's still in training, so I'm not wrecking him just yet. Yeah,
I feel like, it feels like you're turning this dog to the dark side of the force. You're corrupting it.
He's still got some training to go.
I'm doing all that work. Matt McLaren, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, guys.